Eers and Beers, episode 48. What's on tap? Iowa State incident reaction. I can't believe I'm doing this again. But first, as always, I'm Wesley Uhler, one half of the Eers and Beers podcast. What are we drinking? I've got a Hounds of Helles from Grist House in Pittsburgh, probably my favorite brewery here in Pittsburgh. If you're watching on YouTube here, you can see a really cool can from Grist House. Hounds of Helles. It's a play on words of the AC/DC song Highway to Hell. I don't know actually if it is. That just kind of came to me there, but maybe that was wrong. I don't know. Hounds of Helles. Hounds of Hell. That's what it's a play on words from. There we go. I'm whooshing a little bit already. How can you not be after a heartbreaker like that? Hounds of Helles. Really cool can here. Really great beer. We all deserve at least a dozen of these right now. Salud. So the Mountaineers drop another game. This time to Iowa State, 84-81. And in this run here of just devastating, heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, groin-kicking losses that the basketball team has had in 2022, this one might stand at the top of that mountain. It's Stockholm Syndrome watching this team at this point, isn't it? It's like some kind of sick, twisted, demented Squid Game that we're all living in. Like, legitimately, when we turn the ball over there at the end trying to inbound it, they score, we end up losing. Like, I'm laughing to myself like I'm the Joker. Like, I can't, how can I even get upset anymore? This team has us all captive. It's Stockholm Syndrome. It's some, like I said, kind of Squid Game spinoff that we're all dealing with here. Last 4 times this team has led at halftime, they've lost the game. 4 straight games where they've led at the half, they've lost. We've gone from 13-2 and being a 4 seed, 5 seed in a lot of brackets, to 14-14. And in all likelihood, going to finish the season under 500, as you've now lost 12 of your last 13 games. It just sounds improbable to even say out loud. And it's another one of these ones where, hey, if you just came out and you stunk up the joint and you were a really bad team, this isn't a good team, but if you were a really bad team, maybe this would be easier to stomach, more understandable, but you shoot nearly 50% from the field. You out-rebounded the Cyclones by double digits, yet you still found a way to lose. A big part of that is Iowa State didn't turn the ball over in the second half. Credit to them for that, but part of that's on WVU too. This is just one of the worst Bob Huggins teams defensively that we've ever seen. They can't close out a shooter to save their bleeping lives. So it's another game where if you just find a way to win, find a way to finish, we're sitting here, we're singing a different tune, we're talking about some of the encouraging things that happened, we're talking about the performance of Malik and some of the good things that Isaiah did, and how about Gabe? That was a lot of fun. But what's the point? And honestly, from a neutral perspective, if you're just a sports fan, if you're just a college basketball fan, if you weren't invested in WVU or Iowa State, well, I guess if you were invested in Iowa State, this would apply too. That was a great game, honestly. It was a lot of fun. That was a great college basketball game, but it's like, for us, it's just getting hit in the head with a hammer once again. It's, just another gutting loss. And so, guys, I said this Monday night after the TCU game. I don't even really know where to go much with these post-game reaction pods anymore because it's the same old story, same old song and dance. That's not AC/DC. Who is that? Is that Ted? That's not Ted Nugent. I don't know who that is. But it's been the same story all year, every game. They find ways to lose. Tonight it was turning the ball over on an inbounds play. In every big moment so far this season, for the most part, with the exceptions maybe being Excuse me, I got the beer burps. The UConn game and the UAB game, in every big moment, they've come up small. The only redeeming thing about this team, the only thing, is the fact that even though we're 14-14, even though this is the worst WVU basketball season in a decade, even though this is as low as we've been in the Bob Huggins era, at least this team still beat Pitt by 15 points. But that's their only redeeming quality. It's the same story. Every game since we've gotten into conference play this year in 2022, since the calendar switched, they find ways to lose. And in the big moments, they come up small. So I'll sing our song again. A million ways to lose. A million ways to lose. This damn team finds a million ways to lose. Again, biggest indictment that I have of this team, I said it Monday night, I'll say it again here, is that I am just excited for the season to be over. Yeah, when's the spring game? April 23rd. Maisie ball's hot. It's just, I'm going to keep watching. Like I said on Monday, too, I'm going to keep doing these post-game pods. Next week, it'll be exciting. I'll be in Indianapolis next week for the NFL Combine for work. So I'll be doing these instant reaction pods from the Marriott in downtown Indy. Maybe I'll see if I can nab Pat McAfee for one of these things. But I am very excited for March 5th, which I believe is the final regular season game. Because we're just bleeding out at this point. Just waiting for it to be over. You know, before conference play started, Crowley and I were talking, and we both said, you know, it might sound crazy because this team's in a great position right now, but we would sign in blood to go 8-10 in conference play this year. They might not even win 4 conference games. They got 3 right now. They might not even get 4. We'll see. Maybe they get 1 more. But it doesn't get any easier. And so, again, we're Stockholm Syndrome. We're waiting for it to end. In some kind of sick Squid Game spinoff, we're just waiting to bleed out. So that's all I got. But we'll talk to you at the weekend again. Because as always, we'll get through it together. I'm Wesley Uhler, one half of the Eers and Beers podcast. One more time. Cheers, everybody. I hope the rest of your week goes better than the Mountaineers experience in Ames, Iowa. Let's go Mountaineers. Let's go drink some beers.